Hi, Louis Fertel from HitFix. My question was, in your speech, congratulations, by the way, you talked about a bunch of other speeches you wish you had given. I was wondering if you could talk about other occasions which you thought you'd be giving a speech and what you had prepared and what you maybe would like to say now.
I've been doing these for a while, thank you, God, and one must write a speech, and there is a moment that every actor will understand. This is a bit hot. There is a moment that every actor will understand when you get home and you take off your tuxedo and in the pocket you find a speech which was the best speech of that evening that you never got to deliver. That's what I was talking about. I did not expect this, so I didn't write a speech this evening. That's why I think the first thing I said on camera was, "Oh shit." And I think my wife said, "Don't say that, you're on camera." Could be wrong. How are you? Thank you.
You've had great characters to play on the big screen, on the little screen. Are you grateful for Shameless because it let you do just about everything?
Yes. Yes, you heard that. I talked to a bunch of my fellow actors. I say, would you ever do a series? And they say, yeah, if I had your role. And they're not wrong. I love the show. I think it speaks to some truths which are off-putting because you don't see them coming. I love the characters. All kudos to John Wells for running television better than anybody else who's ever done it. I love going to work. I love my cast. I love my trailer. I own pictures. I've got a tea kettle. I was afraid that I would not enjoy playing the same character over and over. I was so wrong. I love Frank Gallagher.
Have there been any of those you got to do that moment?
Yes, there have been many of those. You know, you see the show, those of you who see the show, and you're shocked. Well, there was a table read where we actors read it, and we were shocked, just like you. And we say exactly that. Seriously? You want me to what?
Eunice Mosley, right over here, the Pulse of Entertainment. This award has been voted on by the members. I think that's very special. Can you tell me how that feels to you to know that other actors voted for you?
Your question is well asked. You're exactly right. This comes from my peers.
All right. Hi, Bill. Scott Hoover from People. You wisely remembered to thank your wife at the end. Is there a cool story behind her nickname that's fit for public consumption?
It's disappointing. Felicity breaks down to Flicka easily. She has six sisters, and I think her mother was running short on saints' names. And Felicity was a saint, although I think she's been decanonized, so it might be Ms. Felicity now. She's had the nickname Flicka since she was a kid, and you have to be invited to call her Flicka, and I'm one of those who was invited. Thank you all.